This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Glad to have you with us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. February 24th and Friday, and John Scalzi is smiling right now from ear to ear.
Absolutely. Gotta love Fridays. Gotta love, especially sunny Fridays.
Of course.
And you know, you really gotta like that. And temperatures outside, very pleasant if you're gonna be out and about. I don't think a jacket is required by any stretch of the imagination. We have 64 degrees in Wauchula. Arcadia is at 65, 65 at Longboat Key, Venice, Inglewood at 64. Every place well above average this morning. No rain falling anywhere on the Suncoast, nor will there be today, or probably for the next 7 days, actually. Lots of sunshine today. Builds our daytime high temperature up to near the 80-degree mark. Have the complete weekend forecast for you in just a few.
All right, thanks so much, John. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning. Skyway Bridge is clear for now as we head throughout Manatee County. Looks like traffic picking up a little bit towards downtown Bradenton and its normal pickup spots on 301 and State Road 70. I-75 looking clear as well. Just kidding. As you head into Sarasota County, there is a debris on the road at exit 210 near Fruitville Road in the southbound lanes on I-75. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, just a little bit of pickup throughout the area. In South County, we do have a live shot from Proctor and 41. There was a little bit of construction there this morning. However, that has since cleared up. You can see commuters already on their way to work, school, or wherever they are heading this morning. So traffic picking up, usually pretty heavy throughout the day in that location. And back in South County, traffic picking up towards South Venice, but nothing to be concerned about. No accidents to report on this Friday morning.
Topping our news of this hour, a former Sarasota County deputy accused of attempted murder and dozens of other charges will be in court early this morning.
Frankie Bybee is set to appear before a judge this morning for an arraignment hearing. He's facing 25 charges, including attempted murder, battery, burglary, and other charges. He is due in court at 9 a.m. Closing arguments are expected to be heard today in the case of a Bradenton mother facing charges in the death of her 4-year-old son. Diana Marr is charged with aggravated manslaughter after her son Alexander was found dead in their home in April of 2015. Marr took the stand yesterday saying she never noticed Alex had any bruising or cuts. However, an autopsy showed that the boy had traumatic injuries to his head and torso and died from fractures in his skull. Marr's boyfriend, Trevor Carterell, was found guilty last month of culpable negligence in the case. If convicted, Marr faces 30 years in prison.
Punta Gorda's police chief is now on administrative leave as he and one of his officers faced charges in a fatal shooting during a Citizens Police Academy last year. Police Chief Tom Lewis is facing a culpable negligence charge in the death of Mary Knowlton. The chief's future will be determined by an internal affairs investigation now. The 73-year-old was accidentally shot by Officer Lee Coel while acting as a victim in a shoot-don't-shoot scenario last August. Coel is being charged with manslaughter. Punta Gorda's city manager says he stands behind the police chief.
Tom Lewis is a fine man. I know he is committed to excellence in his profession and has the best interest of the community at heart. If you believe otherwise, you just don't know him.
Police Captain Jason Cicchini will serve as acting chief while Lewis is on leave. An update this morning on the accident that injured performers practicing for Circus Sarasota. Nick Wallenda has begun a fundraiser to help pay for the medical expenses of the injured performers. In a Facebook post, Wallenda says donations will be accepted through the crowdfunding website called You Caring. The goal is to raise $100,000. Any money left over will go to similar causes for circus arts performers. So far, the campaign has raised 30 donations totaling $4,500.
If driving over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is part of your daily commute, you can expect to see some delays over the next week. Beginning today, repair work will cause lane closures on both sides of the bridge. The closures will be mainly between 7:30 at night and 6:30 in the morning, Sunday through Thursday. However, the Florida Department of Transportation says there also could be some closures tonight and tomorrow. The work is expected to be completed next Saturday, March 4th. Now to an update on a story we first reported to you on Good Morning Suncoast earlier this week. The Bradenton City Council is approving a resolution to close the Riverwalk Amphitheater overnight. City officials say the amphitheater area has become a hot spot for late-night activities like parties and unauthorized concerts. The loud noise has caused complaints from those who live nearby in the Riversong apartment complex. Under the new resolution, the amphitheater will be closed from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. daily.
When it got to the point where we had residents calling us a lot and coming to city council meetings, it was obvious that it was something we need to look into.
That new resolution goes into effect immediately.
Well, here's your chance to learn more about using solar energy to cut costs around your house. An informational session is set for today to go over ways to cut costs and get started on purchasing the best solar panels for your home. It's taking place at Twin Lakes Park on Clark Road in Sarasota at 11 o'clock this morning. Reaction continues to the latest honor for Siesta Beach. Siesta has been ranked #1 in the country and 5th in the world, according to a traveler's choice list on the TripAdvisor website. The head of Visit Sarasota says a recent $21 million investment to improve the beach is paying off.
With new amenities and picnic areas, playgrounds. So I think people are really reacting in a very positive way to those great additions.
And while Haley admits the additions and awards could make it more crowded, it'll also help the local economy as well.
There will now be a few more people at the Sarasota County Fire Department to help keep you safe in case of an emergency. 21 new members will be joining the department today. They'll be welcomed with a badge pinning ceremony this afternoon. That will be held at 3 o'clock at the Commission Chambers on Ringling Boulevard. Friends and family are welcome to attend. And today is the day baseball fans have been waiting for. Spring training games are now getting underway after about 2 weeks of practice. Today, the Baltimore Orioles will play the Detroit Tigers at Joker Marchant Stadium in Lakeland. That game begins at 1 o'clock this afternoon. The Pittsburgh Pirates will have their first games tomorrow. They'll have a split squad game with the Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Orioles will face the Pirates at home at Ed Smith Stadium on Sunday, and it looks like it might be pretty well. Maybe?
I think pretty good weather, absolutely. I think we'll probably see some slightly lower humidities, which will feel nice.
Good.
Can't beat that, and no rainfall.
Sounds like a good day for baseball.
I know. Have that complete forecast for you in a second.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking Dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller, The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Very nice shot of our tower cam looking out over the city. No glassy surfaces on roadways this morning. They're dry as a bone, and that'll be the case throughout the day today. A lot of sunshine in store for you. I think we're looking at a very nice day indeed. Taking a look at current air temperature, 65 degrees the air temperature. Dew point coming in at 62. We haven't lowered the dew point all that much, nor will we today. It still is going to be kind of a humid afternoon with daytime highs up near the 80-degree mark. The dew points aren't going to lower all that much, despite the fact that we have a northeast wind coming in at about 9 right now. Dew points may lower a little bit on Sunday as we start to filter in some drier air behind a cold front that'll be moving through Saturday night. Around the region, temperatures generally holding at about the same place. 65 degrees, 64 degrees, pretty common value everywhere you go, within a degree or two. We're looking at a little bit of drizzle still left over from the rotating area of low pressure over in the Atlantic coast, but nothing over land. We're not looking at anything across the entire peninsula this morning. High pressure has built in. Deep south looks good. Back to the west, drying out there as well. The only place where we have some inclement weather is possibly through the Ohio Valley today, but currently through the Great Lakes, stretching back through Indiana and Illinois. Some heavier snows falling in parts of Wisconsin and in parts of Michigan as well. The low pressure area, you can see the spin right there, continues to pull away from the state of Florida, leaving us with high pressure building in. Drier air, not only at the surface, but mid and upper levels as well. You can see all of the clouds back to the west along the northern tier, part of that low pressure area whose front drops down into Texas. That's the front that's going to be working its way through the state of Florida as we head into the next 24 hours. But here's the thing. The air over the state of Florida is so dry that as this front approaches, it's not going to be able to produce much in the way of any kind of rainfall for us. The window of opportunity to increase our moisture is very, very narrow, and the wind directions aren't going to be supportive of bringing in much moisture. So the showers that we do get along that front will be mostly for parts of the northern Gulf Coast and areas of the Panhandle as well as the front approaches. But then as it gets closer to us, it falls apart. A lot of sunshine for us today. We'll have pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine by afternoon. And then tomorrow it looks to be pretty sunny as well. Maybe late in the day, some of the cloud cover from that front might be moving in. That will be mostly during the overnight period on Saturday night. But then on Sunday, everything clears back out again. Warm afternoons, that's true for the next 7 days. I will say that on Sunday, though, we maybe lower the temperature a few degrees and slice some of the humidity a little bit, but it'll still be above average. We'll have above average temperatures right straight through the week. There's no cold air coming. We'll look for a dry weekend as well. There's our dry air at mid and upper levels, indicated by the tan colorization here. That's our dry air, and that is going to ensure us plenty of fine weather right straight through the weekend. As far as the future rainfall forecast, watch this area of disturbed weather back to the west moving through Louisiana. That is the cold front. It starts to draw up moist air out of Gulf waters, but doesn't have much time to do so over the peninsula. Northern Gulf waters, yeah, they get a little bit of a shower or two, but then the whole front kind of falls apart as it gets closer to us. And then high pressure builds in, and we are left with sunnier skies. Forecast looking like this. Lots of snow showers in the northern tier, western Great Lakes. Chicago Airport may see some airport delays, particularly tomorrow due to increasing snowfall. Above average temperatures, plenty of sunshine, no rain for a week. How's that for a forecast? Back to you.
That sounds good. We'll take it. Thank you, John Scalzi. Let's check the roads right now. As you wake up on this Friday morning, so far so good. Manatee County, a little build up there in the southbound lane of 301 as you head out of downtown Bradenton. Looking a little farther now south into Sarasota County. A buildup on 41 northbound heading out of downtown Sarasota, now around 10th Street. There's still some debris on the road there. Someone go get that. Exit 210 Fruitville Road, some debris in the southbound lane. Also a buildup right now at Clark Road heading toward the interstate. Let's show a live shot now of that vicinity at 41 in Proctor. There was some construction earlier this morning that has since been cleared. Good thing as the traffic starts to build on this Friday morning. That's some northbound traffic heading toward downtown Sarasota from Proctor in mid-Sarasota County. Let's go back to the maps now. One last peek at the situation in South County. Nothing right now to speak of. 6:16 on your Friday morning.
Well, a sweet story here. The Make-A-Wish Foundation has made one local girl's dream vacation a reality.
Very nice story here. 9-year-old Ilana and her family are now back home after a week in Hawaii. Ilana has been fighting cancer, so the trip was an opportunity for her to spend time with the family and also have some fun.
Able to give her a break and just enjoy life together as a family was a really big blessing for us. I don't know how I would deal with having to go through any type of cancer, small, large, whatever, and so seeing somebody at the age of 9 deal with it in a way that she has, it's inspiring to all of us.
Ilana's family says the trip helped bring the family even closer. Nice story there. The Michaels on East looks like. Well, after a 2-year hiatus, local Mardi Gras celebrations resume this weekend in northern Manatee County.
The event is more expensive than it has been in years past, but organizers say it'll come back bigger and better than ever. The parade starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow on Bayshore Road. At least 20 floats will be there as well. Now, other festivities will last throughout the day at the Rivonia Community Center until 6 o'clock. Rivonia first started throwing the Mardi Gras party back in 1980. It had to be canceled the past 2 years due to financial reasons. And some may say it's the best of times and the worst of times here on the Suncoast. Why? Well, some would argue it's the worst of times because we're at the height of our season, which means traffic and long lines at area restaurants.
But it also means some of the best entertainment of the year. Here's the Suncoast scene from our Linda Carson.
Doctors Hospital is celebrating its 50th anniversary by attempting to set a world record.
We wanted to do something big. What's bigger than a world record? So we're inviting the community to come and join us to try and set a world record for the most first aid kits assembled in just 1 hour. The current record is 3,000. We're going to try and do 4,000.
They need your help. There's a lot of stuff to put in these kits.
We have 40,000 Band-Aids, 4,000 pairs of scissors, 16,000 triangular bandages, 24,000 medium bandages. It's a lot of stuff to go in 4,000 kits.
Here's what the first aid kit will look like when it's complete. If you want to be a part of making a world record, it's at Doctors Hospital Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Be sure you call and register first. The finished kits will go to the health department for first responders. And this weekend, the Venice Italian American Club holds its 29th annual Italian Feast and Carnival.
It's a very eclectic group of vendors that come in. We have amusements. This will be our first year having fireworks, which is Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
Also live bands, rides, and great food.
As they say in Italiano, mangia mangia. We eat and we have fun.
The Venice Italian Feast and Carnival at the Venice Airport Festival Grounds, Thursday through Sunday. If you want some good food and a good time, this is the place to come. And Crazy for You is now at the Venice Theater, a love story about a reluctant New York banker.
What he wants to be is a song and dance man, but his banking business takes him out to this old theater in Dead Rock, Nevada that he's going to foreclose on the property. And when he gets there, he meets the daughter of the owner of the theater and instantly, of course, falls in love with her.
and he puts on a show to win the girl and save the theater. Charles Logan and Danae DeSager, who play the lovers, say the play has magic.
The music, first of all, it's classic Gershwin music, really famous, beautiful songs.
Someone to watch over me, embraceable you.
Nice work if you can get it.
They can't take that away
there you go.
from me.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
And also you might see a blonde in a baseball hat and sunglasses at the farmer's market tomorrow walking around aimlessly.
You might.
Right?
I will probably be there, more than likely.
Yeah, I might see you down there. 6:20 right now, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
An unsolved murder mystery that has lasted more than a decade may finally come to a close as an arrest is made in the case of a woman who went missing after a night out with friends in Georgia. What police say happened to her after the break.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works in contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more.
The 4th Annual St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th at North Straw Park in St. Petersburg.
Bring your love and appreciation of art to the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Nobody beats Bacon's with Bassett. Rich finishes, beautiful colors, and over 1,000 different fabrics and leathers to choose from. Bassett Custom Furniture at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Right now, all custom premier sofas, upholstered headboards, and ottomans are 40% off. Don't miss this opportunity to get the custom ordered furniture you've been dreaming of for a limited time at 40% off. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. Where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like full ID theft protection, and that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Pretty shot there. The downtown area as you awaken on this Friday morning. Looking down, I'm hearing lime, but it looks more like, is that lemon?
Lemon or lime, you never know.
I'm getting hungry. What is it, Jim?
One of those streets downtown.
I think we're looking toward lemon right now.
Yeah.
I think I got a bad tip there. 6:24 as you wake up on this Friday morning.
Well, one of America's biggest unsolved murder mysteries may have been solved after more than a decade.
There has been an arrest in the disappearance of a former Georgia beauty queen. Steve Osami has details.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it was an unsolved mystery in the South that made headlines across the country.
Tara Grinstead disappeared.
the disappearance of 30-year-old Tara Grinstead.
What happened to Tara?
She was a high school teacher and an experienced beauty pageant contestant. In 2005, she went missing after watching a pageant and having dinner with friends. More than a decade went by with no answers for her family.
Me the appointed attorney.
But this morning, this man, seen here in his first court appearance, is now charged with murdering her. Authorities say that Ryan Alexander Duke broke into her home in October of 2005, robbed and killed the teacher with his bare hands, and then hid the body. He has not yet entered a plea. And coming up at 7 a.m., Nancy Grace weighs in live. With your GMA First Look, I'm Steve Osinsami, ABC News Atlanta.
Hi, I'm Frank. I take Movantik for OIC, opioid-induced constipation. Had a bad back injury. My doctor prescribed opioids, which helped with the chronic pain, but backed me up. Big time. Tried prunes, laxatives, still constipated. Had to talk to my doctor. She said, "How long you been holding this in?" That was my Movantik moment. My doctor told me that Movantik is specifically designed for OIC and can help you go more often. Don't take Movantik if you have a bowel blockage or a history of them. Movantik may cause serious side effects, including symptoms of opioid withdrawal, severe stomach pain and/or diarrhea, and tears in the stomach or intestine. Tell your doctor about any side effects and about medicines you take. Movantik may interact with them, causing side effects. Why hold it in? Have your Movantik moment. Talk to your doctor about opioid-induced constipation. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Robotic surgery is changing medicine. The robot has better vision than a human. You can see 10 times better magnification than the human eye, but it takes a human eye to run the machine. In fact, it takes multiple human eyes to treat a patient. We've perfected the team, we've perfected the procedure, and the more experienced the team, the better the quality outcome.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Florida Studio Theater presents the Florida premiere of Brownsville Song, B-Side for Trey, now playing in the Gopperts Theater. Set against the gritty backdrop of rundown Brooklyn, Brownsville Song is a poignant and uplifting story of one family's courage and endurance. Based on real-life events, Kimberly's award-winning play sheds light on the strength of families in Brooklyn's inner city. Don't miss what critics are calling a powerful knockout that's performed with heart. Brownsville Song's now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting Florida Studio Theater.
Come out to the best party of the season, the Goodwill Mardi Gras Gala on February 28th at Michael's on E. Tickets at experiencegoodwill.org.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
She's excited for you, and you want to be stunning for the big day. Treat yourself to a natural, youthful look and let your true beauty shine through. Dr. John Feza brings experience, artistry, and advanced technologies to help take years off your appearance. Enjoy all the years of bliss ahead with confidence. Call today to schedule a private consultation for a facelift, eyelid lift, firmer jawline, or laser resurfacing. Faces by Feza, only at Center for Sight.
Next on Good Morning Suncoast, President Trump confident in the country's supply of nuclear weapons as he works to enhance our nuclear abilities.
Plus, restricting the use of recreational marijuana, what changes the Trump administration is making to further enforce federal laws.
And what's being done to make it more affordable for Florida students to attend college.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And a pretty shot there of Sarasota Bay looking toward Longboat Key as you awaken on this Friday morning. Some palm trees there along the bayfront. Beautiful shot looking down 10th Street toward 41 on the Suncoast. Good morning. Glad you're with us. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thank you for joining us. Much different weekend shaping up than what was earlier this week. Right, John? Let's check in with John over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even yesterday we had a lot of cloud cover around, certainly to start the day, and we had some drizzle around as well. Nothing like that today. A lot of sunshine out there, warm afternoon temperatures because of all the sunshine. And rain chances, they're gone. They're gone for probably 7 days. Taking a look at that low pressure area spinning out in the Atlantic waters, that's what brought us yesterday's cloud cover. Now moving further away as high pressure builds in. That ensures sunshine today and a high temperature near the 80-degree mark, well above our average for this time of year. Those warm temperatures continue through the weekend, but we do have a cool front approaching. We do have another chance of rainfall in the extended range forecast, and we'll talk about that coming up in a few.
All right, thanks so much, John. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning, picking up throughout Manatee County in its normal spots on State Road 70 and 301. No accidents to report this morning at 6:31, so that is good news. As we head into Sarasota County, there is some debris, looks like off of I-75 in the southbound direction at exit 201 and Fruitville Road, so keep an eye out for that. Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark Road all picking up in its normal spots, but again, no accidents other than that debris that's on the roadway. Moving, we do have a live shot actually from US 41 and Proctor Road. Very heavily trafficked area in that vicinity of 41, so keep an eye out for the roads and cars in front of you as you head throughout that area. There was some construction there this morning, but that has since cleared up. Moving back to the maps in South County, traffic picking up throughout Venice, but no accidents to report. I-75 looking clear in both the north and southbound directions. President Trump says the U.S. needs to be at the top of the pack when it comes to nuclear weapons, and the nuclear arsenal buildup could be in response to recent actions taken by Russia.
It all comes as the Trump administration deals with immigration and tense relations with Mexico right now. ABC's Kenneth Moten has more from Washington.
The president's push for the U.S. to become the world's dominant nuclear power.
If countries are going to have nukes, we're going to be at the top of the pack.
The position, nothing new for President Trump, who tweeted in December, the United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability. But now he has the nuclear codes.
Does it keep you up at night?
No, but I have confidence that I'll do the right thing and the right job.
Currently, Russia has slightly more nuclear warheads than the U.S. President Vladimir Putin recently deployed a new ground-based cruise missile, an apparent violation of a 1987 nuclear treaty. Trump told Reuters it's a big deal, and he'll bring it up with Putin. But Trump's foreign policy was focused on relations with Mexico yesterday. His secretaries for state and homeland security working to cool tensions over his new immigration policies.
We're getting really bad dudes out of this country.
Lucio Campos is part of a recent group deported to Mexico. He told the AP 25 years in the U.S. illegally, and he was arrested after paying a ticket at an Oregon courthouse. Trump's description of the deportations raising eyebrows.
It's a military operation.
The administration immediately worked to clarify the use of the word military.
The president was using that as an adjective. It's happening with precision.
No, repeat, no use of military force in immigration operations. None.
Today, the president is heading to the Conservative Political Action Conference. As protests and debates heat up over Trump's policies, he'll use his CPAC speech as a rallying cry to conservatives. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, the White House is announcing plans to begin enforcing federal laws on the use of marijuana. That announcement reverses guidance former President Barack Obama issued after Colorado and Washington voted to legalize recreational use of pot. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer says the administration expects agents to enforce those laws when they conflict with state laws that allow recreational use. Spicer suggesting that not enforcing federal marijuana laws could be seen as condoning drug use more broadly.
I think that when you see something like the opioid addiction crisis blossoming in so many states around this country, the last thing that we should be doing is encouraging people. There is still a federal law.
Spicer says there is a difference between medical and recreational marijuana. He noted that President Trump understood the medicinal effects of the drug for terminally ill patients. Meanwhile, Florida health officials who oversee the medical marijuana program have started processing ID card applications for patients and caregivers. To apply for a card, a patient must be a Florida resident and qualify to receive medical marijuana. Conditions covered are cancer, epilepsy, chronic seizures, and chronic muscle spasms, along with patients with terminal conditions. The department is in the process of updating their website to accept applications electronically. And the marijuana industry is expected to create more than 250,000 jobs by 2020. A new report from New Frontier Data says by that time, the cannabis market will create more jobs than expected in manufacturing, utilities, and even the government. The legal cannabis market was worth an estimated $7.2 billion in 2016.
There's some anger right now in the transgender community. This after the White House changed the Obama administration's guidelines on which bathrooms the transgender community can use. President Trump says he'll leave it up to the individual states. So now some on the Suncoast are voicing how they feel about this decision.
It's modeling to the other students that that's all right to treat their peers, in a discriminatory or violent way.
If a man has the anatomical package of a man, he should use the men's room. That's not discrimination.
But still, some local LGBT members say they plan protests in the coming weeks here on the Suncoast. Well, never have town hall meetings been more in demand. People are flooding auditoriums, theaters, and meeting places across the country so they can sound off to members of Congress. In fact, in Kentucky, a packed room demanded that Senator Mitch McConnell hear them out. In some cases, voters held empty-chaired town halls for lawmakers who were reluctant to show. They've also shown their displeasure by posting missing congressman notices on milk cartons as well. There's an empty chair right there, and there's a milk carton right there. And also, Florida Senator Marco Rubio's constituents on the East Coast have printed a life-size cutout of Where's Marco, seeking him out during his daily routine. And some protests spread to the Suncoast as well. South County Congressman Tom Rooney visited Venice City Hall, and several dozen were there to greet him, holding signs and shouting everything from health care questions to immigration questions. Rooney was on the Suncoast to meet with members of the hospital administration, as well as Venice, Northport, and Sarasota mayors as well. He says he'll have a town hall meeting next month and will be there. Governor Rick Scott heading to the nation's capital to meet with President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence this weekend. Scott is on his way to Washington with the National Governors Association and also the Republican Governors Association. He is scheduled to have a luncheon with Pence today and visit the White House on Sunday.
In other national news this morning, dozens of people are now under arrest after refusing to leave the site of the Dakota Access Pipeline protest despite an evacuation order. The site in North Dakota is now clear of all protesters, but only after 220 officers and 18 National Guardsmen methodically searched protester tents and other temporary homes for more than 3 hours. 46 people were taken into custody, including a group of military veterans who had to be carried out. And in Orlando, another shooting taking place at the Walmart, where a police lieutenant was shot and killed just last month. Officers initially responded to the Walmart after a customer complained he'd been shot in the arm by a man with a BB gun. 2 other customers also reported being shot at. The suspect ran away from the scene, but officers were able to catch up with him. He then allegedly fired the BB gun at police, who fired back. The suspect was taken to the hospital, but his condition is unknown.
Financial help could soon be on the way for Florida college students. The state Senate is expected to vote next month on a major overhaul of the state's higher education system. The bill would require the state to cover 100% of tuition costs for top-performing high school students who attend a university or college in Florida. Now, the state used to pay 100% of tuition for those eligible for the Top Bright Futures Scholarship, but it was scaled back during the recession. And if you have some old fishing equipment you don't need anymore, you could always give it to Bass Pro Shops. They're going to accept them in exchange for discounts at the stores. And then the used stuff will be used to go to nonprofit organizations focused on helping children. The trade-in is going on now and runs through Sunday, March the 5th. Good way to help get kids to start fishing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Enjoy the environment. Get out there. Get away from, you know, Nintendo and DV and enjoy from fresh air.
Yeah. Are you a fisherman at all?
No. The fish love it when I fish.
I've never
tried. They just get food all
I'm
the
not
time.
much of a threat, yes.
Little worms, that's all they get.
Pretty easy. But I do enjoy kayaking and, you know, getting out there in the waters. We have some very pleasant weather for you today. I think we'll see a lot of sunshine around. So if you've been itching to see some sun, today's your day. We'll have that forecast for you after the break.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We just redid our kitchen, and I want to make sure everything stays looking new.
We have an entire cleaning department filled with great products for Veronica to use for every surface in her home.
Ace is the place that goes beyond scratching the surface on cleaning, so you won't scratch your surfaces while cleaning.
And you wipe it off.
Don't miss these February Red Hot Buys on Wild Bird Food and Scott's Bonus S Weed and Feed. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works in contemporary art, in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more.
The 4th Annual St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th at North Straw Park in St. Petersburg.
Bring your love and appreciation of art to the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like full ID theft protection, and that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, we still have a little bit of cloud cover out there, but we also have a lot of blue sky in between those clouds. And as we head into the morning, we're going to see a lot of sunshine. The sunshine's going to help boost temperatures pretty rapidly, and we are headed toward a warm day today. As far as persistent kind of drizzly skies, not in the forecast for this afternoon. Taking a look at current temperatures out there, they're not too bad, actually. They're very mild across the region. We have currently a 65-degree reading at the airport with a dew point of 62. Northeast wind coming in at about 9, and we have 64 degrees in Wauchula, Arcadia. Parrish coming in at 63, so is Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, 64 in Venice and Inglewood, and Northport and Punta Gorda. Pretty uniform temperatures all across the region. Northeast wind coming in lightly right now. No fog in the forecast. Not much in the way of a rainfall chance for the next 7 days. And we have some kind of intermittent clouds. Sometimes the sky's a little cloudier than at other times, but we are looking at a lot of blue sky and a lot of sunshine throughout the day today. The rain showers over on the other coast, they're not going to be an issue whatsoever. We do have some storminess across the country, though, mostly in the northern Great Lakes. Parts of Wisconsin, parts of Michigan seeing some fairly heavy rainfall, especially the UP of Michigan seeing very heavy snowfall. Rain showers will be eventually stretching down through the Ohio Valley, and there's a potential there for some severe weather. That's all part of a frontal system that'll be visiting us over the weekend. There's our low pressure area continuing to spin away. One little patch of clouds that has just moved through, but that won't last long. We'll be having lots of sunshine today. As far as the rest of the country goes, the southern tier is really pretty nice. There's not much going on here. All the airport hubs, say Texas or the Carolinas or Georgia, all look fine. Back to the west, California gets a chance to dry out. It's just this storminess to the north that's part of a low pressure area that has some indirect impact on us. That is, the frontal boundary from it extends into Texas, and that will be approaching the state of Florida over the course of the morning and into the afternoon. I think by tomorrow morning, it will be on our doorstep into the panhandle of the state and producing a few scattered showers there. But as that front sinks south into our neck of the woods, it's going to lose all of its energy and not produce much in the way of any kind of showers. A lot of sunshine for us today, warm afternoon, and a dry weekend ahead. There's all that dry air in place across the state. The area of low pressure continuing to spin away from the state. Watch the frontal boundary approach coming in toward the panhandle. It does produce a little bit of rainfall. Maybe a thunderstorm possible, not likely, and then that front just kind of fizzles out as it sinks into our area. And then we're left with high pressure on Sunday, lots of sunshine, and slightly lower humidity, slightly lower temperatures for 24 hours, but really still above average for a daytime high. In fact, above average temperatures right straight through the week ahead. Next chance of rain comes on Thursday of next week. Back to you.
All right, quite a while. Thank you, John. Let's check the roads now as you head out on this Friday morning. Manatee County, usual slowdowns going in and around downtown Bradenton. Also a buildup there on 301, both north and south of State Road 70. Farther south into Sarasota County, a buildup in the southbound lane of 41. Debris remains on the road, though, in the southbound lane of I-75 around Fruitville Road, so be aware of that if you are heading from north to south on I-75. Here's a live shot of the morning in progress at US 41 and Proctor Road. The commute picking up a bit. There was some construction earlier that has since gone away as the daylight moves in. No problem there right now. Heading farther south into Sarasota County, no problems as you head out at 6:48 on this Friday morning. It may soon be illegal for teens in Florida to buy cigarettes or other tobacco products. Yeah, a state senator has filed a bill that would raise the smoking age from 18 to 21. Democrat Darrell Rousen's bill would amend an existing Florida statute. Although most states in the country currently allow smoking at the age of 18, anti-tobacco activists have been pushing to raise the age to 21. When it comes to choosing a doctor, how helpful are those online reviews? A new study from the Bay State Medical Center took a sample of 600 doctors. They found most of the online tools used to search for doctors don't allow them to narrow down their physician choices based on selected criteria. And the reviews also did not exist for more than 1 in 3 doctors. Researchers say the best way to find a specialist might be to talk with your own family doctor for a referral.
In entertainment news this morning, Brianna being named Humanitarian of the Year at a prestigious university. Harvard University is honoring the Grammy Award-winning singer at a special ceremony today. The award recognizes her philanthropic efforts, including building a state-of-the-art center for oncology and nuclear medicine in her home nation of Barbados. She even created a new scholarship program for students from Caribbean countries. And Oprah Winfrey has a new speaking engagement. She will be a speaker at the graduation ceremony for an upstate New York college. The former talk show host will also receive an honorary doctorate of letters in the arts from Skidmore College. She'll also be the commencement speaker at Smith College in Massachusetts this spring. Plus, Joshua Bell is going virtual. The Grammy-winning violinist and PlayStation are teaming up for the Joshua Bell VR experience. It's an immersive 360-degree environment aimed at bringing people closer to classical music. PlayStation VR users can download it now for free.
Amazing technology.
It is, and you know, actually, I love classical music. I enjoy listening to it before I come to work. It's kind of therapeutic to start your day.
You don't go back to sleep?
No, it gets me all the violins and it gets me all excited. I like it, so.
I'll try that Monday.
There you go. Well, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Nice day for a duck wedding. We'll show you what that means and recap local headlines after this.
It's a sound you might recognize from those jungle theme movies, but it wasn't a monkey making it. This week on Animal Outtakes, we get up close to this little guy with the big set of pipes. You won't want to miss it.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
I won cash for life from the Florida Lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony. We're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Interesting shot there of the 10th Street boat ramp area. Some boaters head out, accompanied by plenty of birds on this Friday morning.
They look like they're just now waking up as the sun is rising.
Yeah, it should be a nice day in the water, right, John?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it should be beautiful out there, actually. A light breeze, you know, coming out of the northeast. Really pretty. And the only problem is that we've had some red tide reports that are indicating some moderate to even some severe amounts of toxin in the air. So we'll have to watch for that this afternoon.
All right, checking headlines now as you head out the door. Former Sarasota County Sheriff Deputy Frankie Bybee will be arraigned this morning. He is facing over 20 charges, including for trying to kill an elderly woman. Officials from Visit Sarasota County credit recent beach enhancements for the latest honors by TripAdvisor. Travelers ranked Siesta Key 5th in the world and 1st in the country. And the Orioles begin spring training today with their first game in Lakeland against the Tigers. Pirates start tomorrow against the Rays in Charlotte County.
And taking a look at Suncoast traffic this morning, pick up throughout Manatee County in its normal spots. Downtown Bradenton, 301 and State Road 70, I-75 clear if you're heading into Sarasota County. Traffic picking up on Bee Ridge and towards downtown Sarasota. Normal pickup throughout Nokomis and Venice, but I-75 clear if you're heading out the door at 6:55. John?
A little partly cloudy skies to start the day, then full sunshine through the afternoon hours and really through the weekend as well. Maybe a little cloud cover Saturday night.
All right.
I now pronounce you husband duck and wife duck. Congratulations.
You've never seen a ceremony like this one. A class of New Hampshire kindergartners hosted a wedding for two beloved ducks. The two met as ducklings 2 years ago in Mrs. Hopi's class. That's funny too, Mrs. Hopi. Her students came up with a wedding idea and planned it all by themselves, including the reception. They wrote invitations and even the vows for the ducks. The town fire chief's own ducklings, Ella and Ermit, served as the flower girl and the ring bearer.
Sounds like a lot of ducks in that town.
It does, right? The fire chief has his own personal set of ducks there.
But who picked up the bill?
Oh,
sorry.
Please, that was foul.
They did the chicken dance. They did the chicken dance after. It was very confusing.
I can't think that quick on my feet, y'all. Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.